Hope you brought your wetsuit and your flippers. We're underwater at the Atlantic. King Ryan Garcia, one of the most famous boxers the world over. The fastest hands in the game. They call him Flash. It's the pack. What a pleasure to be in this unique... Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Trying to land that jab. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Caution being thrown to the wind. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. They exchange punches. So much pre-match drama before this showdown. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in? These two boxers are finally ready to get it on.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter, because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Beautiful counter punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Garcia in that. Here we go. It's round two. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Just missed with that jab. That counter shot lands. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
If you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punching, they're watching every move, that every twitch.
Beautiful counter shot. He misses with that straight left. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Defense blocking that right uppercut. So much for boxing. This is a fight. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Garcia in that last round. You know that. On to the third. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter shot. Catch and shoot. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Nice counter. Nope, that uppercut does not score. He threw a punch and just got countered. Those counter punches have to hurt. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. A perfect counter shot. Caution is being thrown to the wind. A perfect counter lands. Punch, counter punch. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Garcia in that last round. They got them up. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well done with that counter shot. You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Only catching air with that hook. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Garcia in that last round. Time for the 5th round. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. And he scores with the counter. You've We've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Good counter punching. There's a counter shot. These two are the perfect dance partners.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Do you believe what we are seeing? That counter punch caught him clean. Hey, those punches add up. When are we going to see a jab from these two? How about that time counter shot? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Garcia in that last. There's the bell to start round 6. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Hey, it's the featherweight division. You're going to see a lot of speed in this fight.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Which fighter will say no mas? You'd like to see more jabs. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I gotta respect both of them more than happy.
Both men step back for just a moment. Good counter punch. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Garcia in that last round. After what we saw in that last... There's the bell to start round 7. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Both men step back for just a moment. You've heard the phrase, finding a second wind. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Garcia in that last round. Well, this is the time. And we enter the 8th round. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
You'd like to see more jabs. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a terror. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. This fight has a real good flow to it. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, Johnny, it's a majority decision win. Did you think it was going to be that close?
It's been a good one. Good entertainment. Everybody benefited. Those fighters there will learn